The misdemeanor-manslaughter rule, a permutation of the felony-murder rule, provides that an unintended homicide that occurred during a defendant's commission of a misdemeanor constitutes involuntary manslaughter rather than murder. In State v. Young, the court considered whether a court must instruct a jury on involuntary manslaughter if a jury could reasonably conclude that a defendant possessed only the mens rea sufficient to commit a misdemeanor. Jared Young and David Talley were good friends. One night, Talley visited Young at his house. According to Young, who had been using methamphetamine earlier that day, while Talley and Young were in the living room hanging out with two of Young's roommates, one of the roommates picked up a gun, unloaded a bullet from the chamber, and handed the gun to Young. Young, believing that the gun was unloaded, then jokingly pointed the gun at Talley, saying he might shoot him. Both Young and Talley were laughing and continued joking around. Young pointed the gun at Talley's head and pulled the trigger. The gun fired, and a bullet struck Talley in the forehead, killing him. When the police arrived, Young and his roommate lied initially and told police that Talley was shot during a home invasion, but they quickly admitted that Young had accidentally shot Talley. Young was charged with second-degree murder on the theory that he possessed the criminal intent for felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon when he shot Talley, and thus that, under the felony murder rule, Young was guilty of felony second-degree murder, which required the same criminal intent. At trial, Young argued that a reasonable jury could have found that he didn't intend to fire the gun or kill Talley, and instead that he merely possessed the mens rea for the misdemeanor offense of negligent use of a firearm, which was the same mens rea as involuntary manslaughter. Accordingly, pursuant to the misdemeanor-manslaughter rule, Young requested a jury instruction on involuntary manslaughter. However, the court denied Young's request, holding that no reasonable jury could have found that Young's conduct was anything less than felony aggravated assault. The jury ultimately convicted Young of second-degree murder. Young appealed.